Okay, I've been a member of ALDC for over 30 years, and when I first joined, I got the inspiration to get active in the community and understood the importance of strong and effective local government. And I think that message remains true today, and I think ALDC is the effective medium to learn the skills to be able to put that into practice.
Bore da o Manceinion, good morning from Manchester. It means that you've got a family, you've got support there in the Association of Liberal Democrat Councillors. It's invaluable, especially when you're the only Liberal on a council such as Anglesey. It's worth every penny to be a member, and it's great to be able to come to the annual conference and to meet friends and generally to be able to discuss and find new ideas for the future.
Well, I've been a member of ALDC for more years than I care to remember, and it's always been the best source of campaigning advice and materials in the party. And I wouldn't have won half the elections I've won over the last 25 years if I didn't have the support of ALDC behind me.
It's great to be here again. The really big thing for me, for a Londoner, is being amongst other gems from right across the country and learning from each other. A really great weekend.
I've been a member for ALDC for more years than I care to remember, and the value is the support it gives you, the information it gives you, and the hotline that you can ring up if you've got problems, and just some of the issues. If you want to be a councillor, if you're a councillor or elected mayor, it's the right thing to join ALDC.
I joined ALDC in the run-up to becoming elected as a councillor back in the early 90s. And my great heroes of those days were people like Sir Andrew Stunnell, Jackie Ballard and Paul Burstow, who were councillors in their areas but really wanted to help other people become councillors. We know their names now because they became long-serving MPs, and they were at the heart of the party's revival in the 90s. ALDC is brilliant. It has an absolutely key role in making sure that our councillors are the best informed and the best campaigners around. If you're not already involved, please do join. You won't regret it.
I like ALDC because it keeps people engaged. It's a really good place to meet other people from other areas, to be able to circulate ideas, and it keeps things really fresh, it's re-engaging, keeps you on with the battles that you need to face.
ALDC is an absolutely fundamental part of any campaign that we do as Liberal Democrats, and if you're an activist and a campaigner, the advice and support that they can give you will be completely invaluable to your campaign. So join them, they're a great resource for everyone.
Jeanette Sunderland, lead our group on Bradford Council. Why am I a member of ALDC? I'm a member for three reasons. First of all, for all the personal support that I get as a member, struggling as a local councillor. If I need a bit of advice on something, there's always somebody to phone at the other end of the phone. Secondly, as a group leader, it helps me with some of the group dynamics. I can get advice, support, some information for how the council, if the council's doing something I don't like, the council's doing something I don't approve of, I get access to other council group leaders to talk to me about how to solve those problems. And thirdly, because it's a source of advice and inspiration. We all need a bit of inspiration from time to time, so there's lots of good ideas, best practice, and I'd like to share them with others.
Oh, I've been a member of ALDC for years and years and years. Very good support in terms of local elections, getting councillors elected. The bit I think that we use most of is Kickstart as a way of making sure that council candidates have an idea of what they need to be doing, but also people who've been councillors for a while get a refresher course of the things they need to do to hold their seats. So really good for that.
So it's a great campaign tool then, basically?
Yes, that's right, and we have to campaign to get elected, and if we're not elected, we're not doing things for our local residents.
Well, I've always found ALDC is a fantastic way to sort of get the best practice and find out what's the most innovative thing that's happening at the moment, and where to sort of get some inspiration. I think ALDC knows what's happening on the ground and how that you can make that relevant in your area as well.
What kind of tool do you find most important to you?
I think the Facebook group that ALDC have is fantastic. It's a great way to go and ask questions, but also to sort of then get advice back from people all around the country in a very sort of open and friendly environment where you can just you're talking to friends, and it's
LDC is excellent. I've come to conference, I've learned a lot. I'm going to learn a little bit more afterwards. I'm going to go to a couple of other events, but I think without ALDC, we wouldn't be where we are. You know, they are excellent. They are very helpful. You get all the emails from them, and well, I can only admire them. That's all. You know, yeah.
What do you find most useful, would you say, out of all the resources?
Well, all the emails we get, all the information we get, this conference they have just done, you know, that is wonderful. You know, if they weren't here, we wouldn't have this conference. So that's another great thing they have done for us. And with these conferences, you learn a lot. You know, you learn a lot, and you ask questions. I've asked a couple of questions where I've got the reasonable answers. I didn't know the answers. You know, I've asked, look, you know, can you tell me about this one? And I had the answers. Okay, I'm not 100% about those answers, you know, but at least somebody has given me the answers, you know. And otherwise, if this conference wasn't there, I wouldn't have been able to ask those questions.
I think anybody that's involved in campaigning, particularly with communities, really does need to be a member of ALDC, because they can give you so much help, support and guidance. I've been lucky because I've been part of a larger group, but if I hadn't got that infrastructure, having advice and support and somebody on the end of a phone is vital. So if you're not a member, join ALDC. Thank you.
Yes, we've had a wonderful, inspiring conference today, and we're all going back. We've got lots of new members out there. We're going to put on a meeting for them, and we'll get working, get back into power.
ALDC conference is a really fantastic opportunity to actually meet other councillors from around the country, hear what they're doing, learn lessons from them, and also share what you're doing in your area. It's a fantastic opportunity to get to know other people as well.